last night, 2 bars in the Flats announced their closures, effective immediately. Both Rum Runners and Inferno are shutting down. Now, this news comes after several shootings in the Flats, and Play Bar and Grill, remember, was forcefully closed by the city after one of those shootings. So all of that had a lot of us here at 3 News talking about the Flats' tumultuous past, let's say, and the way that it has moved forward. Well, if you've been in Northeast Ohio for any stretch of time, you remember a lot of this. And we wanted to pull in Leon-Bibb to talk about what he remembers, because I think you remember everything. Anytime we need to find some history about this, you are our guy.
I've been around for a while, in other words. The Flats roller coaster, up and down is what the Flats has been. But I think we're trying to get it back some way or another.
You said it was industrial at one point.
When I was a kid growing up in the 60s and the late 50s, when I was a kid growing up in this town, it was an industrial area. There were a few bars down there, but they were mostly frequented by sailors who were coming in on ore ships, or some of the worker people down in the Flats. But nobody went to the Flats until late 70s, early 80s. All of a sudden, we opened up some restaurants, and all of a sudden the Flats became the place to be, and people were rushing to the Flats. In fact, NBC they had a show called Real People, and they came into Cleveland and did a whole piece on the Cleveland Flats, how it was jumping around 1984-ish, something like that.
Wow. And
then things went down again after that.
Yeah. What do you make of the recovery at this point?
Well, I think we have to do something. You reported that a couple of places have closed in the Flats. I think we got to go back to the water. I think Cleveland has made some mistakes over the years, not building enough on the lakefront, not building enough on the riverfront. And I think we've got to go back to the water, which is really where we began in 1796. When Moses Cleveland sailed into Cleveland and said, "This must be the place."
Yeah. Well, I think what's interesting is sometimes I feel like, because we live here, and I mean, I grew up here as well,
right.
We just take for granted this lake, that there are cities all over the country that would kill to have that access,
all of that
right?
water out there. Now we got some opportunities. With the Browns moving the Brook Park.
That's what I was going to get there. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. So people are concerned about that, and then this on top of it. What do you say? It's an opportunity for us.
It's an opportunity. We got to build where the Browns Stadium is once the Browns leave. We got to build there, and we got to build along the lakefront, and we got to build along the waterfront, the riverfront. This is where we are. This is who we are, and we do that. We'll be catching that brass ring for the second or third time.
Because that's what makes Cleveland, in part, so unique.
I love the town.
Yes, you do.
Love
the town loves you, Leon. So do we.
It's a love affair.
Leon-Bibb, thank you so much.